Hello everyone, this is Vivek Kumar Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Information Technology, Arya College of Engineering and IT. Today, I am representing the topic K nearest never, that is the part of supervised learning in machine learning. So, K nearest never, that is one of the simplest machine learning algorithm based on supervised learning technique. KNN algorithm assumes the similarity between the new data and available cases and put the new case into the category that is most similar to the available categories. KNN algorithm stores all the available data and classifies a new data point based on the similarity. Means when new data appears, then it can be easily classified into a well-suited category by using KNN algorithm. So, what is the need of KNN algorithm? Suppose we have two categories, or there are two categories, like these are the two categories. Here we have some data points, and now we have to find the new data point, that is this point will categorize in which category, like in one category or in second category. So that is the identification of this data set. It will lie in classification 1 or in classification 2. When we apply KNN algorithm, that is by applying the K nearest neighbor, we consider all the situations, Euclidean distances, and we categorize the data whether it will lie in class 1 or in class 2. So K nearest neighbor is a simple algorithm that stores all the available cases and classifies the new data or based on similarity measure. Unlike all the previous learning methods, KNN does not build model from the training data. To classify a test distance D, define K neighborhood P as K nearest neighbors of D. Count number of training instances in P that belong to class C. Then we estimate uh, the whole number of elements and number of training is needed. Classification time is linear in training set size for each test case. So here you can see in this slide we have the algorithmic steps. There are three steps. First of all, we compute the distance, then we choose the element K, and then we assign the class that is the most frequent class in P. Here, now how does KNN work? We have some simple steps. First of all, we have to choose the value of K, that is the K is the number of neighbors. Then we calculate Euclidean distance. Euclidean distance can be calculated as x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square under root. Then take the K nearest neighbor as per the calculated Euclidean distance. Among these K neighbors, count the number of the data points in each category and assign the new data point to the category where the number of the neighbor is maximum and our model is ready. So the question arises here, how we calculate the value of K, or how we assume the value of K. So first of all, we should know that there is no particular way to determine the best value for K. So here we consider some values of K and we find the best out of them. The most preferred value, for K equal 5. In most of the cases we consider 5 value. Large values of K are good, but it may find some difficulties. So here Euclidean distance, as I have already discussed, that is the simple mathematical calculation or geometric calculation in which we have 2 points, first point, second point, x1 y1 coordinates and x2 y2 coordinates. So here we calculate Euclidean distance. Here we have some example. Now I am taking one more numeric problem, that is we have some data sets for 5 students in which we have the marks for maths, marks for computer and the result. Here some data set, according to this data set, first student achieve 4, 3 and fail. Second 6, 7 and again pass. The third student 7, 8 marks and he is going to be pass. The fourth student is 5, 5 fail and the fifth student is 8, 8 marks and pass. Now the question is, when we have a data x for a student x, he is getting marks in math equals 6 and in computer that is 8 and the value of k is given is 3. So first of all we need to calculate whether x is pass or fail. So for this classification we calculate Euclidean distance. Euclidean distance can be calculated as, here we have 6 minus 4 mod square plus 8 minus 3 square. So we get 5.38 something. For second instance we get 6 minus 6 square plus mod of 8 minus 7 square, we get 1. For the third instance we get 6 minus 7 square plus 8 minus 8 square, the value is 1. For fourth instance we get 6 minus 5 square plus 8 minus 5 square and the value is 3 point something. And for the last instance we are getting 6 minus 8 square plus 8 minus 8 square, that is 2. As we have given the value of k, that is 3, here for these three values we choose minimum value. Minimum values are 1, 1 and 2, and 1 is for, this one is for second, this one is for third and this one is for last. According to this we are getting, that is pass, pass, pass. So the result x will also be pass. Here we solve this type of problem by using the Euclidean distance. Now KNN can deal with complex and arbitrary decision boundaries. KNN is a slow at the classification time. It is also known as lazy learner algorithm. Lazy learner algorithm. Why it is known as lazy learner algorithm? Because it does not learn from the training set immediately. Instead, it stores the data set and the time of classification it performs an action on the data set. So here that was all over about k nearest neighbor algorithm. I hope you learn all the concept, that is Euclidean distance, what is the concept of the KNN